Well, Heidi ho, my peeps, and welcome to a very rare product review. I just don't do product reviews much at all anymore. Um, and a lot of that is because I don't want to waste my time and yours too talking about something that I don't use or that I think is inferior. You're not going to hear me talking about skincare or yet another aromatherapy diffuser. I went through a ton of those reviews a few years ago. Um, Sometimes I will approach a company if I want to review something that I think is really helpful. Those of you who've been following me for a while may remember my Tushy bidet product review. I approached Tushy and told him, hey, you know what? Bidets aren't a thing in the United States, but they should be. And they weren't at that time. Now they are. Anyhow, so that was cool. But this particular company, description, information in the description, including links to purchasing this. This particular company I have reviewed in the past, and it's always been something, they've always approached me with something that I felt was needed, like solar yard lights that I adore. Flashlights, things that are just really useful and well designed. So when they said, "Hey, you wanna do a review on a lamp, either one that sits on your desk or clamps to it, or a floor lamp," well, I jumped at doing a review on this floor lamp because sitting in this little 7 by 7 foot space with very little light, it's difficult. And I'm obsessed by making these little mice. It's all I want to do is sit here and glue bits of fluff to pipe cleaner armatures and create these little creatures. It's thrilling me no end. Okay, those of you who have been following me and saw my last few videos, you'll know that I have become obsessed with making mice, little miniature mice like these guys right here. So I sit here in my what's supposed to be my dining room. It's a small 7 by 7 foot space where I've installed this desk that I inherited from a dear friend, and I craft here. So I haven't been crafting for quite some time. This is sort of new, and I'm getting real excited about it. Well, here's part of the problem. Even with all three lights on, these two lights here and my overhead chandelier, even with all of that going, the lighting in here really isn't all that good. And I find that I like to sit here at night and do my crafting. So, like I said, I needed a lighting solution. So let's get this unboxed. I'm going to unbox it one-handed. Spot is watching. Ever vigilant Spot. And we'll see what this looks like in the box. Oh, good. I've been wanting some styrofoam to play with in my miniatures. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I think it will make nice armatures for something. So I'm going to set that styrofoam aside. And now we'll take a peek at what comes in the box. Okay, so we've got the base. Ooh, and it is heavy. Oh man, I didn't expect a heavy base. I thought it was, I thought it was going to be, I mean, that's like 10 pounds worth of steel there. I thought it was just going to be plastic. Okay, that's surprising. Happily surprising. Okay, so here is the main light that will attach to the base. Looks like it's got a like a mesh lens. It's glass, I believe, and so with some sort of mesh that's looks metallic. I mean, it's got almost a mirror finish to the mesh. So yeah, that looks like it came through the shipping just fine. And then we have a power supply. I'll put that back there. And one of these Seems like everything comes with a remote. Okay. And a booklet. And it is a nicely printed, thick booklet in a number of different languages, which is cool. Shows you a nice simple setup. Okay. And then this is the light pole that I will attach everything to. Okay, so far so good. Nicely packaged. This is a nice clean design. The power supply plugs in on the pole itself. You can see center screen, there's a little hole, and the power supply will plug into that hole. And then this is internally threaded, so it gets threaded onto the base on the other side here. So that's the fitting. And then I believe what I will do is they make an area for you to run the cords through here with these nice little clips that look like they will clip the cord in nicely. So this thing it's got a very elegant design. I appreciate that. You can see from these instructions that the whole thing just screws together. This is the section I just showed you. Then that pole will screw onto this, and there you go. And I was wrong. You don't run the cording underneath, at least not that I can see. I'll just be plugging in directly here. So yeah, all right, let's do it. All right, now putting the top piece on is pretty simple. You see that there's a set screw there. So the top part just sits down in the bottom here, and you can see it's flush. Then the set, you simply turn the set screw, and what happens when you get that turned is that this top part can no longer be removed from this bottom part, but it maintains its ability to rotate. So that's also a nice part of this design. All right, so I've put it together as I showed you guys already, and this is what it looks like. I'm really impressed with this thing. It is extremely sturdy. It is heavy. Its on and off switch is just a touch switch, and I'll show you that in a minute. The base is very heavy, so I'm really satisfied with the design. But what I want you to see is the light. Check this out. Okay, so operating this is extremely easy. I'm not going to use the remote. I'm going to show you on the light pole how to do it. So to turn it on, all you do is you tap the power and on it comes. Now, here's the cool part. As you continue to tap this, you get 5 different color temperatures. And I don't know, well, that's my favorite, that warm kind of golden light. So you can go through whatever light is working best for your eyes and your needs. At night, in my place, this is the one that I think I'm going to use primarily, this gold color. So after you've chosen your color temperature, by tapping this, again, there's 5 of them, then this slider allows you to control the, I'm going to show you this way. You slide up and down to control the intensity, and it's just simply a slide. You just put your finger on there and up it goes. And of course you could use the remote. So I've got it at the top in that golden light that I absolutely adore. Now to turn it off, very simply, if you're not going to use the remote, you just put your finger on this, and it comes all the way down in intensity and turns it off. That's cool. Now let's see if I can do this without putting light on. This is so interesting. Moving this around is quite easy. You just can pull it anywhere you want it. You can lift this thing up. You can turn it from side to side, depending on, where you want your illumination. What works best for me is not over my head, but rather is with me sitting out of the way of the light and the light going down directly on my work surface. So what I will do, is move this whole unit toward my table. There we go. So it's actually, now it is directly above, well, this little guy right here. Wow. Thank you so much, Honeywell people, for approaching me on this review. Because like I said, I don't review everything anymore. I review products that I say yes to, very few products, and the ones I say yes to are things that I know I either need or I can use or I think you guys can use. So there you go. Look down in the description for all the links. There is a discount link associated with this as well. Make sure you follow that if you're interested in purchasing one of these. Again, you could buy a light like this that's less expensive. Oh, you could buy lights that are more expensive. But I think value for the money is very, very good on this. And I say that based on the quality of the light, the ease of use, and the high quality materials that make this a simple build, and it has a lot of stability because of the extremely heavy base. So yeah, there you go, you guys. Thanks for watching this, and I will talk to you later.